Now today's topic is to find out the capacitance of various type of capacitor, and in this series first of all we have parallel plate capacitor. Now in parallel plate capacitor we have two conducting plates and which are having same area. Suppose area of each plate is A and the gap between the plates is D, and you can imagine these are the two plates, this plate and this plate, area is same and gap between them is D, and moreover you can keep them like this also. So if these two plates are kept like this, so these can be represented by two parallel lines. Now if the battery is connected between these two plates, now this plate will acquire plus q charge and this will suppose acquire minus q charge, and gap between them is D, and this charge will appear on the inner side of the plates. Plus q will come here this side and minus q will come this side. Now this can be done in other way also, means we can connect this to earth, and similarly this is also connected to earth. Now this positive terminal will supply positive charge to this, and because of this positive charge negative minus q charge will appear this side and plus q of this will go to earth, as this is free charge and this will go to earth, and similarly this positive terminal is supply plus q charge to this terminal, this plate, and minus q will go to earth. Or simply if you want to show like this, you can complete this circuit also. Now since the we have already studied that q is proportional to V in case of any type of capacitor, and q is equal to CV, and in most of the cases if we have to find out the capacitance, and simply we can say this is the ratio of q and V. If we are able to find out the ratio of q and V, it means we can find out the capacitance of any type of capacitor. In parallel plate capacitor, simply we can say the potential difference between the plates can be calculated by using the concept of the electric field between the plates. Now this is having plus q charge and this is having minus q charge, and gap between the plates is D. So this is D suppose, and this is plus q charge minus q charge, and in between the plates, as already we know, the field between the plates is sigma by epsilon naught, and sigma is basically equal to charge per unit area. So field between the plates will be equal to E is equal to q by A epsilon naught. The value of sigma is q by A and this is q by A epsilon naught. This is E, and the direction of electric field is from positive to negative. This is the direction of the electric field. Now the potential difference between these two, as we already know, V is equal to minus ED. Now the field is constant, therefore we can say V is equal to E. E is the electric field, this is q by A epsilon naught into D. Minus sign means this will be at high potential and this will be at low potential. In the direction of field, the potential decreases. So basically we are finding the potential difference between these two plates. This is A plate, this is B plate, so we can say this is VA minus VB, and this is the potential difference which is equal to q by A epsilon naught into D. This is the potential difference, or this is represented by V basically. So now in this case, if we want to find out the ratio of q and V, q by V will be equal to A epsilon naught by D. So this becomes the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. In parallel plate capacitor, this is the capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. Similarly, we can find out the capacitance of spherical capacitor. In spherical capacitor, we have two concentric spherical shells like this. this and this. Suppose inner shell is having radius r1 and outer is having radius r2, and a battery is connected between these two. Now battery is connected, so this is not going to touch this surface, so this bridge is made, and this is positive of the battery and this is negative. So positive of the battery will give positive charge to this. Suppose this acquire plus q charge, and similarly this acquire minus q charge. Now again this can be done by simply earthing this and earthing this. Both way you can do this, and finally we can say the inner plate, the inner surface of this acquire q charge and outer acquire minus q charge. And if we show using this battery, we can do like this. Now again, if we are interested in finding the capacitance, we have to find out the ratio of q and v. So for that we want to find out the potential difference. Now in this case, the field in between these two surfaces is not uniform. So to find out the potential difference, again we will be taking help of the integration. Now suppose we have to find out the potential difference between these two plates. So we can use this E dot dr line integral from A to B, negative of this, and this is equal to VA minus VB minus VA, or if this negative is not taken, then this will be equal to VA minus VB. Now E dot dr means, suppose this is the point and this is at distance r from this. The field at this point will be equal to field at this point, this is P point suppose. So field at this point is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This is E at this point dot dr, and you integrate this and put limit from r1 to r2. This will be equal to VA minus VB. This is the basically potential difference between these two. So solving this, we know this is q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and integration of this is 1 by r, and this is r1 and this is r2. So further solving this, we have 4 pi epsilon naught and upper limit minus lower limit. So this is minus 1 by r2 minus 1 by r1. So this becomes minus r1 minus 1 by r2. So this is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, and this is r2 minus r1 divided by r1 r2. And if we are interested in finding the ratio of q and v, and that will be equal to c, so we can write here q by v as c, and this is equal to q by v, and this is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught, and this is r1 r2 upon r2 minus r1. This is the capacitance of the spherical capacitor. So this is the formula for the capacitance of the spherical capacitor. Now in this case, suppose we are writing this C is equal to this. Now this can be also said C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught and r1, and this is r2 by r2, and we are taking this to denominator, and this is r2 and this is r1 by r2. Now if we further impose this limit that r2 approaches to infinity, means second of this shell is lying at infinity, means we have only one conductor, this spherical shell, and that is called isolated capacitor. Isolated capacitor means we have only one shell and second conductor is lying at infinity. So if I may this R2 approach to infinity, this C will be equal to 4 pi epsilon naught, and this is R1, and R2 by R1 is 1, and this R1 by R2, because R2 approaches to infinity, this will be equal to 0. So this is C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught R1, and if we say the sphere has only radius R, then this is equal to R. So capacitance of this isolated sphere is 4 pi epsilon naught R. So this is the capacitance of isolated sphere. Thank you.